Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are you both doing?
Yeah, good, cheers.
Good, good, good. Mr. Carl Horton, how are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, good, thank you very much. Yeah.
Charlie, how are you?
Yeah, great. Had a good week.
You're good, fantastic. Very, very lucky to have Charlie join us today. We're gonna chew his ear. We certainly are.
Yeah, Charlie, I mean, the last time we chatted was, you're a bit hot and sweatier than this. And it was good to, do you know what? I was minding my own business in that little sauna, and I heard the word running, and I heard you chat. Who are you talking to? Was it anybody that I know?
I don't think so. It was one of the uni.
Yeah. Okay.
Training.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And probably like all three of us actually enjoy running to different degrees. Kate's kind of non-competitive runner, if you don't mind me saying so, Kate.
Don't mind.
You just do it for the enjoyment.
I do.
Me, I would love to be a competitive runner, but I'm not fast enough. So, I like to criticise and encourage people that do like to run. And then Charlie, mate, you're exceptionally good runner, aren't you?
I'm pretty competitive, definitely. So, I do a fair bit.
Do a fair bit.
What's your next race?
Well, I'm actually doing the Derby 10 miler in a few weeks. I'm guessing that wasn't because when you last asked me that question, that wasn't the answer.
It wasn't. No.
Yeah, so I'm off in December to New Delhi to do the World 50k Championships.
Wow.
Yeah,
which is pretty exciting event over there.
It's fantastic, mate. Yeah. What's the distance again?
So it's 50 kilometres. So
yeah,
I call it a marathon and change. It's not as far as you run, Carl, but
oh yeah, I kind of I didn't finish it. We hit well. It's frustrating because the day before was beautiful. The morning that we got up and their early starts, it was torrential rain. Then it got worse, and then it started to get dark-ish. And the guy I was running with is fantastic. He's a seasoned ultra runner. I had to call it. I wasn't. I did 50 or 49.8. If I'd have left my Garmin on, the walk to the pub would have been the extra 200 metres.
You can count that.
Yeah, cheers, mate. But yeah, your Derby one?
This country. Yeah, so that's a 10 mile race. Weeks.
How did you get into running, mate?
So I started in primary school actually. Quite a big push. Well, not big, but there was a cross country club in primary school, and I got in through that. And then actually, I grew up in London, and we had this thing called the London Mini Marathon, which was a lot of kids get into running that way. And it's basically, well, when I was younger, it was the morning of the actual London Marathon. You go up into London, and you basically run the last 3 miles of the course, sort of early in the morning before all the main marathon. Same finish line on the Mall, and grew up doing that sort of every year. Got involved in club running, went on from there really.
Yeah, it's a nice little event, that is. It's changed a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah,
I think
they changed the distance, and I think they do it the day before now, which I think is a bit of a shame, because one of the the nicer things was you'd hang around the day after. We'd always stand at St James's Park and watch the actual marathon. And, it was always a good day out.
Do you
Did you win it?
No, I don't know. I was nowhere near. I don't know what my eyes position was. It was hard to tell because sometimes they'd score the boroughs and the regions separately. So you had, if you didn't live in London, it was harder to qualify for. If you lived in London, it was a little bit less effective. So I had that advantage.
Do you get nervous before any of your events?
Yeah, I'd say so. You'd be be strange if you didn't. So I think you sort of channel it in the right way, and it's. I always call it more excitement rather than nerves. I think sometimes your body gives it away more than your mind does. But,
yeah.
Do
you have any rituals, or none that you want to share?
I wouldn't say rituals, more like routine, especially like a big race. You kind of know what works for you and what does. The same sort of food the night before, the same breakfast.
Okay.
It's your whole warm-up routine as well is often quite repetitive as well. So you almost go into like this it's a little bit like in dentistry, isn't it? When you're doing procedures, you've got your checklist of things that you do.
Yeah.
You do it so many times, you have to think about it. So it's a little bit
like
that.
So what would be your go-to breakfast?
So for a big race, so usually actually these days is rice pudding.
Okay.
And sometimes mix a bit of Nutella in. It's that right. That's not my daily breakfast, but before a big race, that's the best way to get loads of carbs in.
Okay.
In a fairly sort of stomach-friendly way.
Yes.
So it's usually warm, but I have been known to sort of some races you're out there eating it out the can. I like rice pudding as much as the next night. It's a lot less enjoyable that way. Room temperature rice pudding out of the can. But, yeah.
So that would be sugar-free Nutella, given the line of work you're in, yeah?
I would love to say it was. I don't think that exists, does it?
I'm sure it doesn't, no.
I don't know. There's one to invent. I'm not sure I'd want to really bother. I mean, have you tasted sugar-free chocolate?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Don't bother. Don't bother.
Yeah, I like a bit of dark chocolate. But...
Oh, now you're talking. Nice bit of dark chocolate, definitely. And what about injuries, Charlie? I mean, I know it's not always easy to avoid an injury, but what lengths would you take to avoid injury?
That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, they happen. Anyone's, no one's immune from them. I usually sort of check in with a physio. Well, not as often as I probably should, but before I knew you've got this big race coming up, the big training block coming up, so I checked in with a physio a couple of weeks ago. Usually get a massage every few weeks during like a heavy training block as well. And that helps. I do have a bit of a gym program, so a couple of times a week I'll be in the gym working on some areas that have been highlighted as weaknesses. So right now the flavour of the month is my left gluteus maximus, which apparently is not firing properly. So
okay.
So we've got some exercises there.
Well,
it's fascinating, isn't it, Charlie? Sorry, Kate.
Go on, no, you carry on.
I picked up a little niggle probably about a year and a half ago, and yeah, similar thing. Not quite at the level you're at, mate. But the physio said, had a little look, and I think they're amazing at what they can do. And he just said, you've got a weak left leg, so you're running on 1.5 legs. So we've got to build your strength upon that. And I'm guessing that's the same sort of thing they're putting you through, analysing it, giving you some tips, working on whatever exercises they do.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, it's amazing. It's amazing with the little things and imbalances they'll pick up on. Whenever I said I saw my physio a couple of weeks ago, and I maybe hadn't seen him for about a year until then, maybe a little bit longer. We used to see him a bit regularly, but I've just been fairly injury-free, which was nice. But he literally got me in front of the work on my back, and he goes, "Oh, I remember this back." Just like, oh, great! And honestly, whenever he works on my back, I get up and I feel like 2 inches taller.
Oh gosh!
Brilliant.
I didn't feel anything wrong before, but you sort of notice the difference even then. So.
Yeah.
Do you think that's to do with your job as well, though, Charlie? As well, would that have?
Yeah, I imagine that's it's not the best on your back. You do
No.
what you can, but it's.
But we haven't really said that Charlie, obviously, I know we sort of said dentistry at the beginning, but obviously Charlie is in the dental world. And a dentist doesn't just like visit practices and sits in a waiting room. You enjoy your dentistry?
Yes, yeah. So I've been qualified 3 years now. So yeah, still.
It's gone quick?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. Do you use running like as an escape? Like, what is it about running that you like?
A little bit. I really like the social aspect of it as much as anything, to be honest. Most of the running I do actually, I do a lot. So well over 50% of it would be with someone else, and they're friends that I've come to, friends in running from outside of running.
Yeah.
It's like every day you get home from work and go for sort of a run for an hour with your mates. You basically chat the whole time. It's
nice way to catch up.
It's a nice way to spend an evening, and yeah, exactly. It's like it's the same people you'd go to the pub with. There's a few less pints involved. You feel like a bit better after it and the next morning. But so yeah, that's certainly one big thing. It's a good, and even when you're running on your own, it's quite a nice, like, I think it rests your mind, your body, but it's nice to have a little bit of time, and if you are on your own, just out in the fresh air and the world, you go to some nice places.
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have favourite running routes?
Oh, I mean, I do. I'm quite lucky where I am in Birmingham. You can get out of the city fairly easily, and you don't have to run that far before you feel like you're sort of out and about in the countryside. So I quite like going out that way. Woodgate Valley Country Park, for anyone who knows it. Once you get to the end of that, you sort of get out into the fields.
Do you prefer running in the morning or in an evening?
Well, at the moment I do both. So
okay.
I'll usually run in the morning and then run in the evening as well. So I'm not a morning person, so I definitely prefer running in the evening. Although I'm probably better. I'd say I'm probably on better form by the time I get into work if I've run in the morning or done something. Because I think I've just been awake for longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely had the choice of being in the morning one.
Oh, okay, interesting. What about you, Carl?
Yeah, I'm not a morning person, but I'm a morning runner. Oddly enough, but my son isn't at all. So I tend to find that most of my runs are later on in the day. But me, I much prefer wake up, and people find it strange, but I like to go for a shower first, and then go for a run, and then have another shower afterwards. But yeah, that's just me. How did you? You're a member of Brats, which is I'm going to say it's a fantastic athletic club, Charlie. How did you end up finding out with Brats, or how did you become a member?
Yeah, so I think I mentioned I'm from London originally, so I'd been in a club down there where I grew up when I started really, and then I came up to Birmingham for uni, and I'd stayed in my local, sort of originally local club at the time I was at uni, and I graduated in 2022, and I was sort of you lost that team element of because running for a lot of people is like a very individual sport, but there also is the team element of it, and so you lost that a little bit, and I was looking for some way to fill that in really, sort of as I was coming into, because when I graduated I thought, wow, running's going to have to take the back seat here, which certainly more to a degree than it had when I was a student. You've got a lot more time on your hands, obviously. So I thought, it'd be nice to get involved in a team where I can play a part, even if I'm not hitting the levels individually. And yeah, Brat was obviously shared the track of the uni, so I was aware of them through that. A couple of my friends joined up at the same time as me, and so we knew we'd have a decent relay team. Got in that way, really.
Oh, for the road relays?
Yes, yeah. So
yeah.
we signed up in like the August, so we were sort of ready to roll for the road relays. We got a medal the first time.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Pretty good start.
Yeah, it's a good event, isn't it? To Kate to explain this, there's a park called Sutton Park, and we do a loop around that, and I think Bratz probably field the biggest teams in numbers.
Yeah.
So you've got like Charlie's level of team, and then all the way through to my level of team, which are the Dad's Army, I think Dan called it once. And it's a fantastic event, and they have a cut-off point when the fastest teams have finished, or their runners have come through. They have a mass start, and it's like foxes and hounds. So you all line up and run and do your loop. It's a great introduction to running if you haven't run before. As a club level, like Charlie said, it's so good, such good fun.
I think it embodies that spirit, doesn't it? Really?
Yeah,
Quite nice.
yeah, and the atmosphere around there is fantastic. Apart from the dog walkers that we irritate, so apologies to all your Sutton Park dog walkers that we wind up. And coming back to your race in Delhi, Charlie. How I mean, when you're doing that kind of distance, and you've done the London Marathon, in what time did you get?
It was 2:19.
Yeah, you got to beat Nick Price's time. You got to get that record.
London Marathon.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of a chat, Kate and I, and I've mentioned this to a few other people about fueling and what you're having to eat. So when you're doing your ultra, sort of what sort of stuff are you taking, gels when you're doing that, or?
So when I did the marathon, it was just gels, and then I'm hoping for the ultra because the GB team has like its own stand. So the marathon, the elites get bottle stations, but I was in the mass start, so you take what you can carry on you in the start. So gels are a little bit sort of more compact, I guess, than fluid.
Yeah.
But because we've got a bottle station every 5k for this, I'm hoping to do a little bit of a mixture of gels and like carbohydrate drinks. Which I'm just sort of in the process in this training, like, testing out a little bit because I've never done the drinks before. The gels I get on quite well with.
Okay.
And the marathon this year was quite hot, so I drank a fair amount of water, but I'm probably not as good as taking on like fluids as I am as taking on gels. So
yeah,
do that. But I think most people would say a mixture is probably the best way to go.
Yeah. So I mean, we haven't got any sponsors, mate. You can tell us which you're going to trial.
Yeah, so I use Science and Sports SIS.
One
of the bigger companies. They have a line called Beta Fuel, which is like the gels are like dual source carbohydrates. I can't remember which two carbohydrates it is, but apparently that by having a mixture of the two, you use them better. And so each gel is about 40 grams in each gel. So any dentists are probably like covering their ears right now. On my London, I was aiming for 120 grams an hour. Which is a gel every 20 minutes, basically.
Oh, wow.
That's about right. That's what I understand it. And
I'll be doing aiming for a similar headline amount for Delhi, just with the fluid sort of incorporate. I think I'm probably 2 gels and 1 drink.
Yeah.
A good recipe.
And it's amazing. I mean, it's fantastic to be selected, mate. How did you find out?
I got a phone call. So it was the application was via sort of expression of interest. So there wasn't a trial event. You can't do too many Ks in a given year. So they had a marathon standard and a 50k standard, and then those standards could sort of apply. And my coach was like, you should put your name in the hat. I was thinking, okay, sure, but may as well. But there's not much point. And then They actually tried to call me all night when I was at the track doing a session. I missed a call, email, WhatsApp. Like I just trained, got home, went to bed, and woke up and checked my emails. I got into work next morning, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we've been trying to get hold of you. Is there a good time to call?" And I was like, "Yeah, we can call at lunchtime. Call on my lunch." And yeah, that's how I found out. So.
Oh my gosh!
Nice meeting.
Keep them waiting, mate. That's the key.
I don't want to think how long I would have had to keep waiting before they went to the next
Yeah, absolutely. I think I might have even considered cancelling the patient. Sorry, but I would. You must have been so excited, Charlie.
Yeah, it was nice. I think I'd sort of been trying to like talk to myself like, oh, it's not going to happen, but I was getting a little bit excited, like, because it's such a cool like thing to do.
I should think
to India, represent your country. So it was really nice.
My God, you have to manage your own expectations. So doing that, like, well, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't really matter. But it does.
Well, it was probably I think it was probably like 2 or 3 weeks between me applying and finding out.
Okay.
So I was telling people I'd applied. It was like, oh, it's not going to happen. But I was like, oh, but if it does, this would be, and sort of,
My gosh, that's amazing. So, do you talk to your patients about it or not?
Some of them, there's get the odd patient that comes in and they want to chat about the key giver. If someone comes in with a nice pair of running trainers and a big Garmin watch on their wrist, I'll normally sort of,
somebody else similar.
Yeah. Yeah. The Garmins are a giveaway.
Yeah. Garmin or trainers is,
Yeah.
So, after a big event, what is your go-to after? So, what would you do? Ice baths, cool down, food, what would it be?
After the marathon, I walked about a mile to a pub, and then had about 6 pints, and then I went out for dinner with my girlfriend, and I think I took the day off the next day. So,
I love it. Keeping it real. I love this.
It's great. I think that worked pretty well. So,
yes. Well, I'm making a note.
Really? Does she run too?
Yeah, she does. She does.
Yeah.
She used to be a little bit more competitive when she was younger. Now, still runs a fair amount.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking, like, social-wise, if you're doing all this running and she's not a runner, and you're doing your dentistry, which can be quite consuming, really, with this kind of career.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a 9 to 5 job, really. People think it is. They think kind of you turn up and do your dentistry and go home. But unfortunately, with all the well, it's not unfortunate actually, but the way the career is, you can get consumed by it.
Absolutely, it's easy to get down the rabbit hole when you're at home and
you do take it home.
Yeah,
take it home.
Can't help it.
No, I agree. It'd be easy. It'd be lovely if you could switch off. But I think it says a lot about a person if they don't as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think it's probably the kind of people that attracts as well.
Yeah. What attracted you to dentistry?
That's a good question, really. I got interested in it for a talk at my school. I'd got into I'd got all the way to sixth form and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And so someone came and did a talk on dentistry, and I went and did a bit of work experience with a dentist who was sort of a friend of a friend of a friend or something like that. And I just enjoyed, to be honest, the work experience. I mean, you guys probably you can't really do that much these days.
No.
I've had people who, I'm sorry, it's really boring, but the gist I got was they sort of just sat there and chatted to people all day, and I thought, oh, this sounds great, like, and yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but it is a big part of it. So.
Yes. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah, you have to be a social person to do it, because you do, because you're treating patients all day, every day. So yeah, I get it. I do get it. Have you got any family that's in dentistry, or?
No, I'm the first and only at the moment. So yeah.
The first. There you are. Would you like to go on and do anything else, as in, implants?
Yeah, I mean, I've certainly got, aspirations. I mean, I'm still quite early on. It's nice. I'm sort of in the stage where you can still learn a lot just by doing things. But yeah, I'm starting to get sort of things planned out.
You should look at Horton implants. I've heard they're really good.
I've heard good things in saunas. So,
yeah, we've had this chat.
Don't, because the way this chat started with you two saying, "Oh, the last time I saw you, you were really hot and sweaty in a sauna," I was thinking, God, where's this going to go to?
You get kicked out after 15 minutes now.
Do you really?
Well, I think it's a very loose rule. I think there are some.
20 today, so I got
yeah,
rebel.
I think there are some really hardened sauna addicts that go in there and just sit in there forever. Because I've been in there.
I was part of a research study when I was still a student, and that they were running, and they got us in there a few times a week for like 30 minutes.
Brilliant.
That was just tough.
That takes some.
Yeah, it sounds it. Yeah, it must have been awful.
I was a wuss. I was on the floor by the end. Like, I was literally sitting in that sort of on the floor because.
Oh, were you?
Not even the bottom seat was. That was
literally brilliant. On the floor.
Yeah, I just sat on the floor, and it's not the nicest floor in the world either.
No, that one's not, is it?
No.
That would take some stick in 30 minutes, I have got to say, in a sauna.
Yeah, I was usually the first to volunteer if anyone wanted their water to be refilled.
Yes, that sounds like me.
Anyone want
I'll do it.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it.
Wow, no, that takes some sticking. No. What, could you stay in there longer, Carl?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, I could stay in there. 40 minutes, and I'll probably need to get out and have a cold shower.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at Charlie's face.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking, when you were saying like 20 minutes, I was thinking, okay.
I struggle with 20. I think I get to 15 feeling fine, and then I haven't got anyone to talk to and just sort of distract me.
Yeah, I've got a good. He's a good mate of mine. Hi, Dave, and he could live in a sauna.
Oh,
he's one of these people that he's got a gym membership, but I don't think he's ever been on the treadmill. Sorry, but it's true, Dave. If you're honest, he kind of he heads in, gets changed, and then he's in the sauna, and then he might do like a bit of a swim, and then he's back in the sauna. And he can do it for hours. I mean, he's on a different level. But Charlie, he couldn't run for toffee. So, yes.
I thought I'd get better. I've been doing it I've been going in a few times a week the last few weeks, and it's not getting any easier.
Do you do any cold therapy?
No, not really.
No. That's a different level of I don't know what you call it, recovery. So I'm quite happy in a sauna. But this sounds really strange, but my wife brought me a cold bath for, I want to say birthday, could have been Christmas, as a present, and thought I'd like it. which I kind of do, but I don't look forward to getting in it. And it's an interesting, I can't last in that. I'm like about a minute and I'm ready to get out.
Do you go in the cold shower after the sauna?
Yeah, for a little bit. Yeah, sometimes mainly just to stop me from sweating because, I've sometimes got to go to work and I just need to cool down.
Yeah, I think when you're saunering and going to work after, you've got to be careful of how you cool down.
Yeah.
I'll come into the practice, I'll still be like rosy faced.
Of course, yeah, you're over the road, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm literally
I
over
forgot.
the road, so I'll literally walk in. I've
Yeah.
done this all like 10 minutes ago, and they're like, "You're right, like, you're pretty fresh." If we open the window, like sometimes it's ages for your core temperature to go down.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
really does.
Is there any other sports you like, Charlie? So obviously you're a runner.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do all sorts when I was at school. I think the only one I sort of did that sort of stayed a little bit long. Well, the one that lasted longest was football. So I played a lot of football up until sort of probably when I finished school.
Okay.
And then I did get back into a little bit. I joined a six-a-side team when I was at uni, but then I tore my groin, so I think that's probably a sign that to stick to one sport rather than
crikey. I should think.
Yeah.
It's interesting, Charlie, because when you look at some of the stuff, I mean, I've spoken to Dan Dalmeida on the track, and Steve Magnus, he's done some sort of stuff on this. He's written a few decent books, and one of the things that they look at is that your background. If you've done multiple sports, you tend to be a better runner than just running. So, you know, and actually that goes through lots of other things as well. Lots of professionals have come from a multi-sport background.
Yeah, and I think that's the best way to sort of develop all the skills, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know, especially when you're young.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know, I did a bit of tennis, a bit of cricket, a bit of rugby, like, not particularly good at any of them, but like, you know,
yeah, but it's having that range of. I think, you know, theoretically, I guess it makes you a more flexible range of movements. You know,
it's just fun as well. Like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, that's the main thing.
It's easy to. It's easy to take the fun out of things as a kid.
Yeah.
Just, you know, you're trying too hard too soon.
Yeah, that's why they stopped me looking after the under 11s on the track. No, it's not.
You mentioned.
Yeah.
You mentioned your coach, Charlie. How long have you had this coach? Have they been with you a long time?
So yeah, my current coach he's been coaching me for about 2 years next month,
Okay.
I'd say. So a fairly recent switch. I did coach before then for about 6 years. He coached me through uni.
Okay.
But we were sort of, he was based in London, I was based in Birmingham. In the end, I think we wanted something a bit closer to where I am. It was a bit easier.
Is there a lot of contact with you and your coach?
Yeah, we see. Well, he runs as well. He's in the back club too, so.
Okay.
We see each other a few times a week, and we're friends outside.
Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
It makes a massive difference, doesn't it, Charlie? I mean, it's sort of synergistic to dentistry, really. I think having somebody, because a coach and a mentor, very similar.
Yeah.
And the way that dentistry goes is you do that year of vocational training where you've got somebody looking at. And I think again with any of the postgrad stuff that you do, it's always nice to have sort of a mentor to help you not make the mistakes they make.
Yeah, I mean, like I've been running for long enough now that hypothetically I could probably coach myself. I know enough.
Yeah.
But having that perspective, you know, that outside perspective that you can't get yourself unless you're the most insightful, thoughtful person in the world. You know, it's a lot better to get the guidance that way. And, you know, they'll spot things, see things. Never. You know, you get that saying, you know, when to go a bit further one way, when to push back, somewhat hold back at somewhere else is, you know, good to have, like you say, both aspects.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to switch it very slightly back to football, Charlie. You want to ask Kate what football team she supports?
What football team do you support?
Well, I did pick up that you said you were from London. So to me, there's only one good team that comes out of London, and that would be Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, that's great. That's the right answer.
Yes, I've been a Tottenham Hotspur supporter for a long time. We got 2 season tickets, so
Oh, really? Nice.
yes,
Nice.
we are Tottenham through and through.
Yeah, my dad did have a season ticket until he moved away a few years ago. So yeah, it's, yeah, we're doing all right this season, aren't we?
I tell you what, Charlie, Kate was so excited that you were a Tottenham fan.
Can't tell you. I rang Carl. I was like, Carl, did you realise? And he was like, no. So even though I hadn't met you, you were up there, Charlie. Do you get to go and see them much?
I usually try and go a couple of times a season. Last time I went was the Palace home game last season, which was absolutely terrible. So it's put me off a bit. But yeah, I haven't probably. I usually go around Christmas time to I have to go to the Boxing Day game.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to get rid of a ticket in November, so I'll let you know which one it is in case you're free.
Yeah, I like. Where are your tickets? Which stand are you in?
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Rather than say to everybody on here, I'll send you our ticket and you'll be able to see where we are. We moved this.
Curious. We're in the North Stand, so it's.
We moved this season. We were trying to get. Well, you know what it's like trying to move. It's an absolute nightmare. I did not realise the red tape involved, but anyway, we have, and I shall send it you where we are.
The red tape is so much that even though my dad doesn't live in the country, the ticket is still in his name because it's. Easier.
Yeah. We know somebody that's done exactly
the ticket every
yes.
Gives him something to do.
It's we know somebody that does exactly the same as that because it is unbelievable, isn't it? I don't think people would quite realise how strict it is. I'm working on Carl to be a Tottenham supporter, but it's not going so well.
Nah.
I don't blame you.
So you'll be. Yeah, well, yes, yeah. We watch. I can remember one of my favourite games was we saw Klinsmann's and Gary Mabbutt's last game, and the atmosphere was electric, absolutely phenomenal. It was really good.
My first ever game was 6-4 against Reading.
Oh, okay.
Which sort of got. I don't think it got my expectations up a little bit. I must have been like 7.
Oh.
Older. Like quite your first ever game and like 10 goals. I was like, oh, this is great.
Great game too.
How things can change.
Berbatov scored a hat trick.
Brilliant.
I'm gonna show my age now, but I was taken to a game where Trevor Francis was playing. So, for those of you that don't know Trevor Francis, he was the first millionaire transfer, and he was playing for Birmingham City. It's a small team in the West Midlands that I support, and they put the football on his head as like a crown when he scored. We still lost, but my dad could only get tickets to the Man United end, so he said, just be quiet. If anybody scores, just be quiet. And of course, Trevor Francis scored, and I'm like, yes, like this. And the atmosphere was suddenly changed. We had to be kind of escorted out by some very kind, non-aggressive football fans.
Gosh.
But yeah, that was my.
I managed to put on a better show than. I lasted 90 minutes in Selhurst Park in the.
Oh, did you?
Brilliant.
Oh, well done, you.
That was when Dele Alli scored goal of the season. He like flipped it over his head, and I was like biting my tongue.
Oh,
mate, that must have been hard.
Did you scream when you went out?
Well, we were actually leaving by the time the third goal went in, and
I
poked my friend and said, "Look."
Yeah.
So the accent by then, I got a bit.
It's a long trip for us because I'm Shropshire way, so for us to go to it's true love. It's true.
Yeah, I've done a few European nights, like there and back in the night. And it's,
Have you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, you guys think I'm strange for sitting in a sauna for so long, but you know.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Are there any runners that you follow, Charlie?
In terms of
Like heroes that you might look up to, or
I don't know really. That's a good question.
that's fine. Yeah, I was just curious if there was anybody.
I remember I read Seb Coe and Roger Bannister's autobiographies when I was younger.
Yeah.
They were probably the main two. My generation as well, like Mo Farah was.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you're going to have like 3 runners reigned for dinner, alive or dead, who would you pick?
it'd probably be those three, I'd say.
Yeah.
That would be,
Bannister's a great shape, I think.
Yeah, Bannister would be a good
Yeah.
one.
I was always a bit of an Ovette fan.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I mean, maybe Seb Coe would be a bit boring. I don't know.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Maybe if I was having dinner, I might, you might go for some of the modern bunch, like you sit Ingebrigtsen and Josh Kerr next to each other.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Roger Bannister.
Might start a fight. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good. Yeah. I mean, that was an interesting. Ingebrigtsen was interesting, wasn't it? It was interesting to see that at the championships. Yeah. Yeah. He's an interesting character. Yeah. Good shape, mate. I like those.
So have you been out? I don't know. Work-wise, have you ran this evening or?
I ran this morning.
This one.
And, little swim on sauna in my lunch break.
Very nice. And back out running tomorrow?
Yes. I got a long one tomorrow. So.
Okay.
Not doing the cross country?
No. I've got 23 miles around Cannon Hill Park to keep me busy tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
Did you say 23 miles?
yes, I think it's going to be 2.5 hours. So,
Yeah. Excellent. I like Cofton and Licky Hills, which is a little different to Cannon Hill Park.
Yeah, I like it around that. Sometimes you get the train when I was a student. You get the train down there.
Yeah.
To Barn Green and run around there. I know.
Yeah.
I haven't done it for a while actually, but it's nice. Yeah, nice running around there.
It is. Yeah. Cannon Hill Park, Kate. That's like a little city centre park, a little bit like Manhattan, but less glamorous.
Yeah. Not the best place, not the most exciting place to run for 2.5 hours, but.
Well, yeah, maybe off when we finish, Charlie. I know some good running routes because I don't know whether you remember Yort, but he used to live next to Cannon Hill Park, actually on one of those houses by the triangle.
Oh yeah.
And I used to, pop over to his house, and we used to do Cannon Hill Park, but not your distance. But I used to run with him, and we used to go down over to Highgate, and then you can get over to Sarehole Mill as well and run around that way.
Yeah,
some beautiful places to run.
Good runs out that way.
Yeah, look, absolutely lovely.
I've got a good one where you can go on the canal and then along it's called the Coal Valley, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you go down there past Sarehole Mill, and then you somehow, it's been a while, you can then get back on the Grand Union Canal.
Yeah.
And then go into the town centre. It's a big sort of like circle around the whole of Birmingham.
Nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I mean, I did it one. York's wife also used to run. She's more of a bit like yourself. She's more of a long distance runner, and she got us lost.
Oh dear.
It was a lovely run, but it was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I got a reputation for that at uni when I was. I was captain in my last couple of years, and so you'd sort of lead the long run, and we'd go, all right, yeah, this way it's going to be amount of miles, and I had a bad habit for underestimating how far things would be, and it usually wasn't a problem for me because I was running a bit further anyway. But the people that were relying on that being accurate, got a bit of stick.
I bet when they saw you leading, they were like, "Oh no, we'll be doing extra."
I think after a while, people sort of cottoned on, and they learned to add a couple of miles onto
Brilliant.
whatever I said.
That is superb.
That is good. You are right, though, both of you. When we said earlier about, I mean, obviously me being this way and you guys where you are, we do have some amazing running routes. You know, it doesn't matter what length you want, if you're wanting a short one or a long one. We are really lucky.
Absolutely. I think all over the country, really. I think we've done quite well with public right of way and whatnot. And yeah, there's some great, there's great places to get out.
So after Delhi, mate, have you got your eyes set on anything else? Is there anything after that you're thinking? You know?
I mean, after that, the next one will probably be London Marathon.
Yeah.
Again.
A time?
Yeah. We'll try and get that Brat Club record would be.
Yay!
They told, I think it was Dan Robinson said, "Oh yeah, if you go under 2:20, yeah, you'll get the Brat Club record. Yeah, you'll get it fine." There's 10 seconds off it. Which the marathon is so yeah, I mean, I haven't got a time in mind yet. I think we'll see how Delhi goes and then see how the training goes. And, first of all, we take a bit of time off. Relax, recover, which would be nice. It'll be over the Christmas period as well. So,
excellent,
another
mate.
week in Delhi after the race just to do a bit.
That's
a bit
nice.
of sightseeing, because I'm just, going halfway across the world. I've never been to India, so big little trip.
Yeah, sounds absolutely amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing.
Does sound very good. Yeah, you'd be daft not to have an extra week. I mean, like you say, you're going all that way. Be nice to take something else in.
We're gonna go see the Taj Mahal and Jaipur and
absolutely.
Yeah, I'll get crucified if I don't ask this question. Thinking about it actually, and by the way, shout out to Dill if you're listening. And then my boy said, Charlie, what shoes are you wearing, and what would you recommend?
I haven't actually firmly chosen yet, so it's still up for debate. I ran the marathon in the Hoka Rocket X2s, and they're a favourite of mine. But I have bought the Hoka Cielo X1 2.0, or it's a stupid name. That shoe, and tried it out a little bit and quite like them. So it'll probably be one of those two shoes. I think. Probably leaning towards the new one, the Cielo. And as long as it sort of passes, I'll test it on a few longer runs. Make sure I'll probably run that 10-mile race in it, run it for one of my sort of longer sessions, and as long as it's comfortable and feel nice, I'll probably go to that one. If I don't like it, then I've got a shoe I know I like. But I'm a bit of a Hoka sort of fanboy. So.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Yeah. I mean, I run in them in the Ultra, the Mafatis, and they were great. The guy that I was running with runs in them as well. I find them quite a nice, bouncy, I want to say, shoe.
Yeah, someone got me into them good 6 years ago now. Hoka in general. It wasn't. It's not that they're the only shoes I wear by any stretch of imagination, but they are. I do tend to gravitate towards them. So.
How many pairs have you got?
I was just about to say that.
What running shoes in total? I dread to think.
A big shoe closet have you got, Charlie?
Yeah, well, it's not even a closet; it's a rack. But there's more just sort of stuffed in corners in my. Unhealthy amount, shall we say?
You need them.
I have. I mean, obviously they say it's good to rotate your shoes. I can probably quite comfortably get through a week without wearing the same pair of shoes twice. And considering I run 10 times a week.
That's brilliant.
It's probably not too many shoes.
No, you can never have too many shoes.
You got to have a shoe for every occasion.
You two sound like ladies. You do realise this. We never have too many shoes. We have a shoe for...
But then, with trainers for going out, I've got one pair. I wear it everywhere. So it's
it makes up for it then, Charlie. Yeah.
My trainers are can't. I got new running shoes to buy first.
Oh.
Absolutely brilliant. Superb.
That's fantastic. Well, gentlemen, would you believe it? We've been chatting for quite a while.
I know. It's flown, hasn't it?
I know, it really, really has. Charlie, can we ask you to come on again?
Absolutely, yeah, I'd be happy to.
That would be absolutely amazing.
Brilliant.
Good luck, absolutely good luck, loads of good luck. You're not going to need it. You're going to be absolutely amazing, and we'll all be rooting for you without a doubt. And
when is it, Charlie, again?
December 7th.
December 7th. Okay, fine. And I'll be in touch regarding Tottenham and tickets.
Charlie, thank you. As Kate said, thank you so much.
You.
Cheers, both. Really appreciate it.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Hope you have a lovely weekend, both of you.
Cheers.
Take care, both.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.